my working life I have assisted in offering a range of community and residential-based provision to children and young people, in particular within the area of leaving care provision to look after children and young people. Over the period I have had the privilege to have offered assistance and support to both customer service users and their immediate families in achieving both short and long-term objectives, which have ranged from employability and training issues to effectively assisting with attaining adequate housing provision and conditions. As a member of both the Dudley and Birmingham-based leaving care teams, I have been responsible within my role to provide a mentoring and befriending service within the capacity of a weekly drop-in provisions, tailored around meeting the needs of our varied client groups. Services made available would range from signposting to emergency food assistance. The most significant part of this role would be the assistance in both attaining affordable and practical accommodation with young people, to offering aftercare provision assisting with structured visits to monitor the service user's development. Within my role I would assist customer user in achieving advocacy through the affiliations of self-help groups and organizations such as NAPIC National Association of Young People in Care, of which my remit would include supporting young people in attending national and regional events dating back to the early 1980s, giving them the opportunity to meet other young people with whom they could relate to and share experiences. Within my roles I would work with the referral teams by completing inducting procedures and supporting work colleagues and stakeholders both internally and external of the organization. I have a fairly extensive knowledge of the relevant statutory networks and organizations that can support the client group and their carers in achieving their desired needs by endorsing a client-focused plan of action, guided and driven by the relevant safeguarding policies and legal statutory framework which guides the way in which we provide the service to our customer service users. I am familiar with the government's initiatives pertaining to social inclusion and the directives relating to need, not in education, employment, or training, and working in collaboration with various agencies, in order to reduce the numbers of young people currently not within the need criteria and are in need of support in creating greater and more positive outcomes within their day-to-day lives. My journey into the health and social care sector has offered a wide range of experiences to people recovering from accident to end-of-life service user. Working on the Sandwell Fast Response Team offered the opportunity to attain a great deal of experience in a relatively short period of time, as its service user would be located throughout the entire Black Country region with its users needing both complex and basic provision. Within the capacity of this role I have had the privilege to have encountered a wide range of personalities from all classes, that I feel has assisted me in my own personal development by sharing their own personal experience. Within this capacity the role would involve daily tasks from food preparation, assistance with personal care, monitoring the personal well-being of service user and assisting accordingly. Safeguarding of vulnerable adults is a most important part of the role, and the ability to identify potential issues at the earliest point possible could mean the difference between life and death. I have worked in both the supported living capacity and outreach for both local authority and the private sector. Since 2015 I have worked predominantly within the supported housing sector, offering a range of services to residents and tenants. Within this capacity I have dealt with issues such as health and safety audit for my most recent employer to dealing with day-to-day inquiries from both residents and tenants. During this time I would be responsible for the supervision of work carried out by contractors through to generating payment for completed work. I am familiar with the Section 20 procedure in the respects of tendering for contractor to attaining value for money and best practice. On working within the housing sector I have dealt with issues pertaining to antisocial behavior, signposting residents and tenants to relevant agencies for additional assistance, organizing monthly residents meetings in particular within the retirement sector, where I would be able to ascertain how residents were feeling about the service they were receiving and respond accordingly. In 2017 I facilitated the scheme's annual general meeting, which was both well attended, offering positive outcomes for both the residents and organization. I am keen to acquire a greater skill set in managing and ensuring compliance with the Service Level Agreement (SLA) with both the clients and other interested partners and stakeholders. In particular when responding to and resolving complaints, managing and delivering customer satisfaction surveys, Customer Satisfaction Key Performance Indicators (KPIs), and completing internal customer relationship management training whenever the availability presents. In order to increase my levels of skill sets and enabling myself to become a more effective marketing commodity within the workplace, I have recently undertaken some relevant training in social care and sociology, which has been invaluable in consolidating my years of experience in the workplace with the underpinning theory. During the last year, I have attained an CFE diploma in marketing, which has assisted me in developing my mindset towards incorporating my learned experience towards other fields of work.